Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Will Dinwiddie here. Today's word of the day is expectations. Expectations or a strong belief that something will happen. That's the definition I want to focus on. So having expectations, having a strong belief that something will happen, this occurs through achievement, through effort. And achievement occurs through effort. The better your expectations grow, it's a result of the achievements. It's a result of the effort that you're putting into yourself. You wanna always think and have positive and high expectations of yourself, because the more you believe that, the more that you believe that you're going to accomplish your goals, the more you're willing to put in more work more often to make sure that those goals come to pass. It won't just work just thinking about it. You have to think about it, and then you got to take action. You got to actually do something about it. So if you want to win a contest, you got to go in there and you got to work out. If you feel like you can handle hours and hours, I work out 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. It's just, that's my typical amount of hours. It's just average for me now. And this has grown over time. You know, my tolerance has grown over time. But whatever you can handle is what you need to do. So if you can handle 15 minutes, then that's what you need to do, and then grow it into 30, and then grow it into 60, and then beyond. Take it as far as you can take it. You know, just know that there are people out there that have put in a lot of time. You know, they can. So that means that you're capable of doing it too if you just practice and build yourself up to it. Because it took a long time for me to build myself up to be able to handle this amount of exercise regularly, at this intensity level also. Now, I would not have achieved this level of strength and this level of intensity had I had low expectations. Been like, well, I hit my first goal of 300-pound bench press. That's it. Okay, now what? You know? No, I said I hit 300, and I was like, well, I did that in 2.5 years, and I thought it was going to take me 4 years. And I'm like, well, I'm way ahead of the curve. I had planned on doing this for 4 years, and I was 15 years old, and I had a realistic expectation of what it was going to be like for me at 88 pounds, how long it was going to take me to be able to bench 300 when my starting bench max was like 95 pounds at the time, or 115. It was 95 or 115, something like that. And to get to 400, I felt like it was probably going to take me 4 years. So from a young age, from the very beginning, I knew realistically how long it should take, you know, and how long I was going to be willing to do this for. So I had told myself I was willing to put in 4 years to make this goal happen. It happened in 2.5, and I said, well, let's just keep going and see what happens after 4 years. Maybe I can get to 350. And then when 350 came, I shot for 400, because I had figured, well, I was already in it for 4 years. Why not just keep going and see if I can get to 375 and then 400 and then beyond? So that's how my life grew. So that's how my body grew and stuff. I just kept deciding. I was like, well, I made it this far. Why not go a little further and see how much more I can get, how much stronger I can get, how much more I can build, you know? And that's having high expectations. I believed that I would achieve all these things, and I achieved way more than I ever imagined in the beginning. In the beginning, it was just 300-pound bench, but I allowed myself to evolve, and I allowed my expectations to evolve and hold myself to a higher standard. And so that's how I was able to achieve more physically and win more championships and be more multidimensional. Where I'm not just a bodybuilder. I'm not just a strongman. I'm everything. I'm everything, and then all of it. You know, just do it all. You know, like it all complements each other. That's what I've learned after all this time, is that having these high expectations and these beliefs in myself, and then practicing it and putting in the effort and putting in the work and the time and doing it. It came out better than I thought, you know, just because I believed that I could do it. And so you got to do that too. You got to pick a goal and believe in it, and believe in it to its completion, and not be satisfied until you get the result that you're looking for. So if you're looking for first place, well, then you don't stop until you get first place, no matter how many times you lose. I lost for 5 years before I won my first strongman contest when I first started. So you got to be willing to lose as long as it takes. It doesn't mean the losing doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter how much time goes by. You're not going to stop until you achieve your goal, and that's it. And that's as simple as it is. keep that main thing in your mind, that is your expectation of yourself. You are not going to stop until you achieve your goal. So if you have a goal of having 10 million in the bank, or having multiple businesses, or having the girl of your dreams, or having a great family, or having a big house, or having a new car, or whatever your goal, getting the promotion at work, or getting the job, or whatever it is, keep your expectations high that you're not going to stop until you make it happen. If they deny you, you're going to just keep coming back until they give you what you want. You have to be like that in life. You know, you have to look at life and be like, my expectations of myself is I'm going to achieve everything I ever set out to achieve. And guess what? Every single day I'm alive and I wake up, it's another day I'm going to chip away at it. It's another day I'm going to work and do something towards the achievement of it. If you don't maintain a high expectation of yourself, you will not do the required, necessary things to make it happen. You will not put in the effort and the work, because that's what it's going to take, is work and effort. A little bit every day, as much as you can, really. But every day, even if it's just a little bit, that adds up over time, and that gets you closer to your goal. But that doesn't happen with low expectations. If I have a low expectation and I'm like, well, I didn't win my first contest, I guess it's not in the cards. If I'd have thought that, if I'd have thought every time I lost, oh no, I'm just not a winner, I'm not capable of winning, you know, if I'd have thought that, I never would have made it to become a champion, and I never would have won a world championship. I never could have done that had I thought to myself for all those years that I was losing, well, it's just, no, I couldn't get myself to think that, oh, well, you're just a loser, you can't make it happen. I never let myself focus on that. There was a side of me that wanted to tell myself that, but I never let that part in. I always locked that up in a safe and dumped it in the deepest frickin' abyss in my mind and forgot about it and never allowed it to come back. I've only focused on the success and seeing it through, seeing what it's gonna. I want to feel what the feelings of achieving these things that I've worked so hard to achieve. That's what I focus on. I want to know what it feels like. I want to know what it feels like to achieve every goal that I've ever set. I want to know what it feels like to put 400 over my head. I'm 15 pounds away from that. That's a goal I've chased for 10 years. You know, there are certain things that I'm not going to stop because it's all about a feeling. I'm chasing these feelings, and that's what makes my life so great, and that's what will make your life great. Chase the things that make you feel the best. What are the worthy goals that you have that will bring the best out of you, that will keep you living with high expectations, you know, like keep you working towards something meaningful. That's gonna make a difference. You can only achieve with high expectations, and you can only have high expectations through high achievement. So keep achieving, keep setting your goals, keep making them bigger, and chase after them and achieve them, and then let it evolve into something even larger. You're capable of so much that you can't even imagine, but you can only see it if you achieve things. You're only going to be able to reach your ultimate potential if you keep reaching for it. You got to keep reaching for it. So no matter how high you get, always there's another level, and you want to be there. You got to know what it feels like to be on the next level because you're capable of it. Word of the day was expectations, a strong belief that something will happen. Again, remember, it's up to you. You have to believe, and what will help you believe is achieving. So set your goals high and start chipping away at achieving these things. Like break it down one by one and achieve and conquer and become everything that you were meant to become. And as always, don't be average, be epic, baby.